So it's still going, it's on its way to Area 51. I just had a little lag right there, so my apologies. The session timed out, and I think it stopped, yeah, right here. Stopped transponding. Yep. So they turned off the transponder. This seems to be the area and location where they do it because it's just kind of dumb in my opinion. Really, it's obvious where it's going right here, Area 51. But yeah, they probably just don't want people to see it landing for that particular reason. And zooming in on Area 51, these are the Janets. That's right, the Janet aircraft. And we'll take a look at their base too. There's a lot of vehicles, like considerably a lot. Huh. So pickup trucks, obviously. Some really narrow buildings. What's over here? What do they? Oh, looks more like a junkyard in a sense, but it's not. What's this facility? Wow, there is a lot of vehicles. Like the fact that the employees are flown on JANET aircraft or JANET Airlines, the Joint Air Network for Employee Transportation aircraft. That's what JANET stands for, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, these are a lot of vehicles. Like maybe they just keep them here. I'm sure some people drive in and out of Area 51. These are tractor trailers. Huh. Parking lot. Oh yeah, they have a baseball field as well. I read a book. It was called Dreamland. Um, and another one, I think it was titled Area 51. And they talked about the baseball field and that. Yeah. And I wonder what this is. Huh. Interesting stuff. And again, there's a lot of vehicles considering. Oh, wow. Okay. Whoa, look. We got some fighter jets right here. Yeah, wow. Some fighter jets. And all of this is at Area 51. And what is this? Huh. I think this probably leads to something underground as well. This is a large structure, and look at the shadows so you can tell it's tall. It's really tall. Huh. Yeah, so they probably have a really large aircraft in here. Interesting. So yes, this is Area 51 in the Nevada National Security side, and yeah, Janet 15 disappeared. So yeah. And this is where it's located, so it's really not that far away from Las Vegas, as you can Flight see. Radar 24. It's currently 4:11 right now in the afternoon, and I'm waiting for Janet 15 to take off. And you're like, Desert Gino, exactly what is Janet? Who owns this airline? Well, it's owned by the United States federal government, and JANET stands for Joint Air Network for Employee Transportation. So anything with government, it's always an acronym. You know, it's always something. So that's what JANET stands for. But zooming in right here, this is the Mandalay Bay. I love this property. It's great. Yeah, it's an amazing property. But if you happen to stay here, you get an amazing view of the Janet aircrafts. And here we go. Janet 48 is coming in right now. Yeah. So they transport people from Las Vegas that live here to the Nevada National Security Site where Area 51 is located. So in a minute, when this Janet 15 leaves, it's going to be flying out this way. All right. It's going to be turning right about here. And I live in Summerlin West, so it pretty much flies right over the house. And then it's going to go up towards Indian Springs, okay, right here. And it's going to continue. Oh, wow, this is a Janet 62. Here we go. We'll just track this one right now. So, yeah, it just left Area 51, the Nevada National Security Site. That's right here. So we have 3 Janets right now. This one, Janet 15. And the other Janet, oh, that one's off. That one, they turned off their transponder. So this one, you see it just all of a sudden starts from right here. Well, it turns off its transponder in this area, and it doesn't want you to know that it's landing here in Area 51. That's right, Area 51. So yes, it is a Boeing 737 Janet 62. Military or government? Well, we know it's both, because the Department of Defense owns this aircraft. Yeah, it's crazy. So what's the speed? 447 miles per hour it's traveling. Yeah, that's... And right now it's flying this way. And what about Janet 15? Is it still on the runway? Yeah, it's still there. Okay. All right, so we're going to focus a little bit right now. This is a little unexpected on Janet 62. But, you know, Janet, or we'll just say simply Janet, is an unofficial name for an unusual fleet of aircraft that is owned by the United States Department of Defense. Or actually, I think it's the Air Force. But these planes are highly classified passenger jets, and the workers on these planes, they're contract employees for the Department of Defense, military personnel, special access program facilities. They have that type of clearance, so that would be SAPF. But the planes, they initially started operation in 1972, and they did make their first flight from Las Vegas to Homey Airport, or Groom Lake, which everyone knows. It's called Area 51, And that's another thing, too. When you're driving out this way, a lot of the areas, or the gas stations, I should say, they're Area 51 themed. And, okay, I'm just making sure. Because this flight is really quick. It's extremely quick. I think it's 18 minutes, roughly, from Harry Reid all the way up to Area 51. Yeah, Janet. Okay, all right. We're going to start paying attention to Janet 15 now. All right. So it's taking off. Yeah, right now. It's a speed. 168 miles an hour, 74. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to watch Janet 15. Usually they like taking off or going north, but, it's a little different. Today, that's fine. Yeah, Janet 15. But, yeah, all they do is transport people to Area 51, which is really interesting. I think it is. It's like, yeah, Janet. But, let's see where the other one is. Oh, it's over by, yeah, Janet 62. They're going to probably cross paths as well. Yeah, it's interesting. But I'll just kind of provide you a summary, like I was saying. So JANET Airlines, it's the official or unofficial name of the highly classified fleet of these airplanes, and there's 5 of them as well. So when I have stayed at the Mandalay Bay. Early in the morning, you can see them out there. And they fly out to like China Lake Air Naval Weapons Base out in Ridgecrest. They also go to the Tonopah Test Range, the Nevada Test and Training Range, like, Area 51. As we all know, they go there. But yeah, this is a really, really unusual plane, and used to be owned by a Chinese airline company out of China. And these planes were built in 2001, so I think they came to Vegas in 2008. That's when it was introduced, and they have been operating since. But yeah, these used to be Southwest China Air planes. Yeah, it's funny. The United States government is using Chinese planes, even though it's Boeing. It's made by an American company, but to shuttle people to one of the most top secret military bases here in the United States. But yeah, here's Janet 62, and yeah, Janet is about to go over the neighborhood, so I'm looking out my window right now. Oh, there it is! There it is! Okay, wow. Wow. There goes Janet right there. Yeah, JANET Airlines. There it goes. And I'm tracking it right now. JANET 15. I saw it. It's crazy. Every day I can see them flying over the house. I'm literally right on their flight path. I'm trying to look at it, but yeah. Where is it? It's over here, over the La Madre Mountains. But anyway, yeah, so I saw the JANET Airline, JANET 15 flying right over. And then here is JANET 62, so they're going to probably, be waving to each other, saying, hey. Yeah. That is too funny. That is absolutely too funny. So JANET 15 right here. And JANET 62. But yeah, this is the plane. Like Janet. It's just a really, really unusual oddity that really isn't well known to visitors coming to Las Vegas. To think that the planes that transport employees to Area 51 are in public view at Harry Reid International Airport here in Las Vegas, and to a portion of the guests at the Mandalay Bay as well, they're able to look at these aircraft coming and going, as well as the employees walking down the stairs from the plane. It's just really interesting. But yeah, JANET 15 and JANET 62, and they're about to cross paths. Check JANET 62. What's its speed? 375 miles an hour. 15,000 feet. 14,000 feet. Well, yeah, they don't want to run into each other. Yeah, JANET 62 and JANET 15. Currently, it's 4:21 in the p.m. Yeah. What's crazier is Death Valley. It's right here. Furnace Creek. It's not that far away. But yeah, there goes two JANETs. 62 and 15. And JANET 15, what is the serial number on the plane? Interesting. But yeah, so it's going to be turning right here, going up. And then this is where the transponder will stop, roughly right in here. Every time it happens, and then all, like, Area 51. So they make it all the way to here. I don't know what the big secret is at this point, really. It's very obvious. There is Area 51. Let's see if there's any Janets. In the satellite. Oh yeah, there they are. That's where they park them, right here. Janet aircrafts. All right. But yeah, this is another interesting thing about Vegas. Just weird stuff like this. There was actually a movie I watched. It was all right, called Area 51. Well, actually, there's a few called Area 51, but this one, it was shot like point of view, like if someone were recording off their phone or something. So it was decent. It was a decent movie. But yeah, Janet 15. And look at all the flights right now coming into Vegas, also leaving. But yeah, it's busy, and these helicopters are coming back from the Grand Canyon tour. I want to do that at one point. That would be really fun, and especially getting that on video. And I'm just looking around right now as well, like as Janet 15 makes its way to Mercury, because it will start to turn like right around this area. But I do want to go out to Moapa, the Valley of Fire State Park. That will be different videos to come, that is for sure. But I also want to go to the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. And I believe this is the first wildlife refuge that was created here in the United States. So I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. But anyway, who's this? Oh, Southwest. Yeah, they have no idea that they're passing a plane going to Area 51, which is right here. Area 51. And the next time I'm out in this area, which will be fairly soon, I want to drive out by Mercury. And what is this? Oh yeah, the Air Force Base. Driven by this. And this is where they had a really interesting gas station. I think it's, yeah, this one right here. It was all Area 51 themed. It's pretty cool. So if you're ever on this part of US 95, just north of Las Vegas, in Indian Springs, I'd stop there for gas. You might enjoy it. And yeah, it's going to start to turn. It's going to be turning. Right now, what is it? 4:25, so really doesn't take that long to fly there, really. And I think this is probably Janet 62, yeah. It's coming in. Janet 62. So it's going to turn and land. It should start to turn right in here. Yep, now it's starting to turn, heading to Area 51. Yeah. And I had an interesting article on it as well that I can't seem to find. So I'm going to just kind of like free think what I know. So there's 5 737s that I'm aware of. We know that it goes to Area 51, the Tonopah Test Range. Where else? Fort Irwin, that's right. That's out in California in the Mojave Desert. China Lake Air Weapons Naval Base and Ridgecrest. And I also want to say down to the Yuma Proving Grounds, but I could be wrong on that one. But yeah. And where is it? Palmdale. That's right. They go out that way too, to Palmdale. And they also have what is it? few smaller airplanes as well, like with props. I think they're also jets. No, maybe props or maybe both, but they're a smaller one. And yeah, so right in this area is where they turn off the transponder, roughly right in here. And from Janet 62, we earlier saw it start from right here, which we know that's not true because this is where the airport is for Area 51, the landing strip. Papoose Lake. Yeah, it's getting close. Oh, and out in this way as well. This is where all the nuclear bombs were tested. Yeah, look at all this. Wow. Yeah, so if you go on Google, you can see all the craters, all the explosions from years back. And I think they're still doing nuclear testing out there to this day. 400 and well, it's slowing down. Yeah, it's coming up on approach, so it's not that far away. So it's going to turn and then land right here, Area 51. But yeah, this plane, it always seems to leave right around 4 o'clock. The schedule, it's not always the same. Sometimes they leave a little bit earlier, a little bit later. Last week they were departing, I think it was like 4:33 for a while. So their schedule shifts just by like 25, 30 minutes or so. In the morning, they're more consistent, but in the afternoon, not so much. And I don't know if they're picking people up or bringing people there to work like in the evening. I'm sure it's a 24/7 operation. But yeah, Area 51. And in a minute, it's going to stop transmitting. Oh, Janet. And here is another cool place too, Alamo, Nevada. And they have like a recreation of Stonehenge right out this way. And this is the extraterrestrial highway. I do want to make this drive, so this is something I definitely want to do and see Rachel, Nevada as well. But yes, here is Janet on approach to Area 51. Yeah, but it's just really interesting. And not a lot of people seem to be aware of this because I was speaking to somebody who has lived here in Las Vegas, shoot, I don't know, like almost 20 years, maybe even more, and they had no clue what Janet was or these planes. And I don't know. I like the UFO stuff. I don't believe the government keeps aliens or any of that there. They're just developing like really sophisticated aerospace technology for national defense, that's all. And of course, you're going to want an area where there's not a lot of activity, where you can conduct nuclear explosions, right? Like right in here. You definitely don't want to be close to a general metropolitan area like Vegas, but years ago, Las Vegas really wasn't that big. But yeah, they're going to probably shut off the transponder, I'd say in the next minute or less. What is it, 4:31 right now? But yeah, this seems to be the area right in here. JANET Airlines, and yeah, 316 miles an hour. So coming up on approach. Yeah, Papoose Lake. Nobody can visit any of this area. It's all part of the Nevada National Security Site. Probably the closest you can get. Oh, is Tikaboo Peak, which, oh, I have the wrong map. I think that's like right over here. Was it right over here? I don't know, it could be right over here. But yeah, I'm going to focus on Janet and having it go off the radar. So right now it is approaching Area 51 right here. Janet and Area 51, 290 miles per hour. Oh, wow. So there you go. It's going to be, oh, see there? Shoot. Interesting. So yes, this is Area 51 in the Nevada National Security side, and yeah, Janet 15 disappeared. So yeah. And this is where it's located, so it's really not that far away from Las Vegas, as you can see and you experience the flight. So it's about 20-25 minutes, depending. But yeah. So anyway, I'm going to probably just end it with that. I hope you enjoy. And while I was watching Janet take off, and we know it landed at Area 51 right up here. Um, I also got to see it fly by from my office as well. So that is something that I do enjoy about living here in Las Vegas. Not only from my office do I get to see the city and most of the Las Vegas Valley. I have basically a 180-degree view or more. Um, but I also see these planes fly by, and it's like, wow. Oh, this is British Airway. Pretty sure it's not wanting to load. But anyway, yeah. That was interesting, though. So I hope you enjoyed. I will be looking out for more Janet planes to come, and I'll do a little bit more in detail about the airline as well, or airline, um, military secret government airline, because I didn't really do any notes or anything, and I'm sure you might want a little bit more information on how interesting this is. But anyway, until the next video, have a good one, everybody. Bye.